Although we are free to use an online coding playground like CodePen to continue with this entire course, or we can also use a very simple plain text editor like Notepad, right? They both would work. Something like Microsoft Word would not work because when we save our files from Microsoft Word to anything, then there are lots of other characters that Microsoft Word puts into the file. So what would work? An online coding platform like CodePen, a very simple plain text editor like Notepad. These things would work, but I would suggest, I would recommend that we do a setup which is very, very close to what you will be using in the industry, so that from the very beginning you are comfortable with them, right? So in the industry, for writing code, we use an IDE, integrated development environment, called Visual Studio Code. So at the time of recording of this video, Visual Studio Code by Microsoft is the most popular way to write your code for web development. And for browser, since I'll be using Chrome browser, so I'll recommend that you too use the Chrome browser, so your experience is exactly same as the way you see it on the screen. So let's install Visual Studio Code. It's very simple. We'll go to download. It's code.visualstudio.com/download. And from here, since I'm in a Windows machine, I'll download for Windows. So once the exe file downloads completely, I'll click it once to start the installation process. I accept all the agreement. Then here I would like to see a desktop icon. I'd like to see whenever I right click in the Explorer bar, open with code option. And of course I want to add it to path. This is very important. We need to add it to the path, and yeah, we will register code as the editor for supported file types. So basically we have checked all the checkboxes. Then I click next, install. It will take a bit of time to install. And yeah, if I hit finish, I'm ready to use Visual Studio Code by Microsoft for my development. Again, you will see that it has a lot of color themes. You are free to choose the one that you find most pleasant. For web development, since we switch a lot between browser and editor, so that's why I would recommend light themes, so that you can adjust the brightness of your monitor accordingly. Dark theme requires a different brightness, right? And the web page requires a different brightness if that's light. And because web page is going to be light, code editor is going to be dark, so it's very hard to switch that way. So that's why I would recommend that for web development, we can keep the theme light and then adjust the warmth and brightness of our monitor. After this, let's quickly install the Chrome browser. Again, we will search for Chrome browser. We will get a link to download it, and I'll download Chrome. So the download quickly finishes. If I single click it to start the installation, it wants to download additional files to set up Chrome browser on my computer. So it's downloading some extra files, and now the installation has started. And we have Chrome browser ready in our system.